How are you? Because we need each other. We do, don't we? At the moment, but we can't see each other because we're in fucking lockdown. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. Do you know what? Didn't whinge with the first one. Just took it. That was the right thing to do, even though it was still late and handled badly. But this time, it was such a fucking shambles. It was. Oh god. Oh god. Just letting it get out of hand, leave it to the last minute. What's annoying is, obviously, I'm only thinking of my my gigs that I put in. So I rescheduled the fucking world tour. Okay, everyone was understanding. Like, you know, we got we postponed and rescheduled every single one, sometimes twice. Then I thought, great, I can do social distance gigs, do a warm up, get some people paid. Some of my crew are able to do, you know, odd jobs. You know, comedians haven't been gigging, so and you know, I can sort them out really. And I thought I'd do some of these with a couple of mates, sort them out as well, right? Um, I did my first one last week. Absolutely loved it. It was fan fucking tastic. Working new material, the crowd were great. Thought I'd put another one in straight away. That short notice, I set out in fucking minutes so I can do it short notice because you know, in case we're into lockdown. And it still came out and went, oh, we got to go in lockdown in 3 days' time. Fat bumbling, fucking waterlogged Gary was. Oh, you know I don't get political, but it's so out of his depth, and they no qualifications for that job. When are we going to stop using went to Eton as a qualification to run the country? When are we gonna when are we gonna stop respecting people that are so out of touch? Not just with posh Brits, but you know, everywhere in the world, celebrities, just privileged people. They think they've got a right to tell ordinary people how to live. Like their life is more important. Oh fucking hell, honestly. Oh God, I'm gonna stop. These bits of this get taken and put in the papers like it's a real rant or a fucking feud or something. But I'm annoyed because my gig was next. So this Tuesdays is all right. I'm still doing that. But the following Tuesdays, we're going to cancel it. It's not worth postponing it because one, people need the money. It was just a warm up. So I'm just going to give them their money back if it doesn't happen in a week Tuesday. But what we thought of doing is cancel it, give them their money back. But then when I do it again, I put it on sale. I'll give those people maybe first refusal, some sort of the ones that had tickets already, give them the chance to buy again with the new date. But yeah, this Tuesday is going ahead. I know this only affects 600 people in London, but it annoys me. It's the first gig I've ever had to cancel next Tuesdays. So yeah, and you'd think that fucking illness or something would mean I'd have cancelled a gig by now. I haven't cancelled in 20 years. However, I've been on stage with fucking flu, everything. I mean, I'm not in perfect health now. Let's be honest. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be doing stand up at my age. Right. We're not meant to live this long. Humans are not meant to live as long as this. We're with all this fucking technology and keeping us alive and affluent and all that. Our human biology, we're still the same as we were hunter gatherers. We're the same species. We're 200, you know, 1,000 years ago or whatever. So yeah, we We just got ambulances, that's all. Imagine a caveman calling an ambulance. It's me again. What's the matter? Bitten by someone. Horrible. I feel sick. I'll be there. What's the matter? Foot's gone. Saber-tooth tiger. Took it clean off. Right, I'll be there. I mean, they died from fucking talking of tooth infections, right? So the ongoing saga of the tooth. So that's I had toothache for a year. Eventually went to the dentist. Loads of X-rays. Went to a specialist. Had root canal work. Went back. Had a crown. Still hurt. He went, "This normal, don't worry." So the trauma has caused something. So it's been hurting on and off. I mean, there's nothing more they can do, really. It's sort of done. But their stomach's still not right about it, and it hurts. Now I can't chew on it. Gums swollen up. And last few days, I've had this like a blister on my fucking gum. So I looked it up on Google. I went through all the cancers. Fucking hell. It's a gum boil, right? And it actually says can be caused from infection after root canal work or whatever, right? It's a, you know, it basically you need antibiotics and stuff. Gum boil. I can't get to the dentist now. Lockdown. A gum boil. I've heard those for years. Gum boil. That shouldn't be. A man in my position shouldn't have to worry about that, should he? I've got a bunion. Bunion and gum boil. It sounds like a fucking Dickensian lawyers or something. Who has a bunion and a gum boil in this day and age? 2020. What am I going to get next? A fucking goiter? People under 50 have never even heard of a goiter. You shouldn't have heard of it. You shouldn't hear an international superstar complaining about a bunion and a gum boil. But here we are. See, we're not meant to live this long. Everything's going wrong. But somehow I'm staying. I'm trying to finish it quick. Oh, where are you calling from? Come on. Gout. Yeah, got a bit of gout as well. That is my fault. That's alcohol does gout. Wine and stuff does gout. I was pre-gout when I went a few years ago. Pre-gout. Ooh. Anyone without gout is pre-gout, isn't it? Hello everyone. Salt water. Yeah, I've done salt water. I looked that up, but I've got something that's 3% something I got from the chemist. Fucking hell. Does that mean is that this forever now? Then there's nothing more they can do, is it, than completely take the root out and put a false one in? What else can they do? Well, just take my fucking jaw out next. Fucking hell, life. Oh dear. I've got some questions. So yeah, that's my whinge. Right, Mark, you've been given the opportunity, I've no idea how, to change one evolutionary feature. Oh look, see, that was on evolution of the human body for our entire species. For example, knees facing backwards like ostriches. Specific. What would you change and why? Teeth. Teeth are annoying. Teeth, fucking hell, they shouldn't be there, should they? I mean, I know we can eat certain things, but can't we just? Oh, I remember my mate's nan. He told me this that when she was old, she told him. She said, "I had all my teeth out at 21, and I've never looked back." Fucking hell! I know what she means now. A fucking pain in the arse, teeth. Oh shit! You know. What could I change? How could I change teeth? What could you have instead of teeth? I don't know. You got to have teeth, don't you? You got to chew shit and bite stuff. Testicles on the outside is a bit annoying. But they're very, very vulnerable. They've got to be outside because for fertility, I think the cells I think it's the Sertoli cells, somewhere that feed the sperm, have to be lower than body temperature to survive. So they popped them outside. Popped them outside the body. I want a little rib cage around them. What else? Knees are backwards. Yeah, knees. Yeah, joints are annoying. We're not meant to live this long. We're just not meant to. But yeah, I think teeth have been more of a pain to me than anything else. I don't know. I've got no. Or they could just grow and fall out like sharks. So you get new ones. So you get a shit one goes, it just gets pushed out, a new one. So that'd be good. Yeah. Our teeth just keep, you pull one out, one grows back. There, sorted. Sort that out. Welsh Phoenix says, do you believe life needs to have a meaning for each of us? And if so, what gives your life meaning? That's a good question. I actually had a question similar to that ready from the Talking Bollocks that isn't going to happen now. They're going on sale tomorrow for next Sunday. And it was going to be, it was something like, name 3 things that makes it life worth living. So do you think that life has to have a meaning? Not the meaning in the sense that why are we here? That doesn't make sense to me. We're here because we are here. We just evolved. We're here. You know, you might as well say a tree doesn't sit around thinking, why am I here? It just goes, right, I'll drop my seeds, there'll be another one soon. I'm going, bye. There's no reason that here. But seeing as we are here, is there a reason to lie? Yeah, it's an amazing privilege. An amazing privilege that we have this amount of time to experience everything. And the point of it is to enjoy it, to experience everything you can, and share it with someone. Have as much fun as you can and not hurt anyone. I think. What gives your life meaning? Well, all those things, you know, friends, family, pets, nature, learning, worth. I think that people list their things and they forget worth. People want to feel that they're needed. You know, I think that's why we work when we don't have to, because we want to feel we're contributing, we're chewing the leather. And that's what destroys a lot of people when they feel worthless. And that must be the worst feeling in the world. So we need to have people do stuff. That's why employment's so important. Or, you know, even if it's voluntary work, you've got to feel, and you've got to make people feel that they're worth something. I think gets me back to a shitty fucking bumbling governments everywhere. And I'm not picking on anyone, they're all the same. They really are. It's very rare to have a really good politician. I mean, I can't think of the stat, but it must be a small percentage. They might even start off with good intentions, and then, I mean, politics is a horrible game, isn't it? So, thankless task. I'd never do it. Fucking hell. Rosie, if you could change something about the world other than banning animal cruelty, of course, what would it be? Well, despite everything I've said, it probably wouldn't be something political. I think something more existential or something more important. I think if I could do anything magical, it would be, and we've talked about this before, it would be that everyone dies in their sleep. If everyone just died in their sleep, we wouldn't have to worry about anything. Because being dead isn't a worry, is it? You don't know about it. We just have the best time. So you come home and you don't wake up. No one else would stress. Oh, was he in pain? No, he was asleep. So I think that would be great. if we all, I don't mean now, straight away. I'm not saying I hope everyone dies in their sleep tonight. I mean, when anyone did die, all deaths, all cause of death was snoozing. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Cause of death, snoozing. Right, okay. Brilliant. What a lovely way to go. Died peacefully in his sleep. Done. Best way. Um, that's why life's so stressful, because we're worried about death. Isn't it? We're worried about this little fucker. Look at that. I wish they were that big. I'd go around squashing them. Just smacking them. Freya. I'm a guitar player. I love to play Queen, Metallica, Van Halen, etc. But what is the most impressive or most difficult thing you can play? Mine are Eruption, Bohemian Rhapsody, or Crazy Train. I'm not good at any of that. I'm not good at fancy stuff, lead guitar, or I can't do a hammer. I can't do solos. Not just like speed metal. I can't even play sort of blues solos. I never learned. I never really learned to play guitar well. I learned to play guitar to write songs. I was writing songs before I could play them, if you know what I mean. So as soon as I could get 3 or 4 rough chords out, yeah, I was and my favourite sort of music was also stuff like that, singer-songwriter stuff, basic, you know, Dylan. He's not the greatest musician or singer in the world, but I wanted to write songs. So I'm probably not much better now than I was in the first year of trying hard, if you know what I mean. But I know I could never do that sort of stuff. That's way beyond. I can finger pick, and I can't even do all the chords. I was gonna say I can do all the chords, but I can't. I never learned to do a proper bar chord because it hurt too much. So trying to get around it. But everything I play is open tuning, and that makes you do different things. I guess it makes you find your own little style, and I've sort of got style. It's sort of folky, funtling, finger picking, Simon and Garfunkel style. But no, I imagine you're a much better guitarist than me. Joey, sometimes when I'm eating Joey's a cat, in case you didn't know. Just said that, in case you thought this was some sort of middle-aged bloke. Right. Sometimes when I'm eating Joey, let's have some punctuation, mate. I know it's hard when you've got a little pause, but you make me look like I can't read. Sometimes when I'm eating, my bowl slides across the floor, further and further away from me, with every mouthful. You've woke up. I mean, it could have stuck. You've woke up to find you've lost your arms, so now you have the same problem as me when I eat. Right. So I've got no arms, so for some reason, Jane puts my bowl on the floor, does she? And then I have to bend down like a fucking giraffe at the Waterhole. Do you just get on with it, or do you ask Jane to feed you? Would you still eat out at restaurants? No, I wouldn't. So I've got no arms, so I've just got a... Well, hold on though, why does the bowl move? Are you all doing it because you're... That's you fucking lick it. Your head straight in it, is it? I wouldn't eat soup ever again in case I drowned. I wouldn't ask Jane to feed me. Unless, I don't know well, I might now and again. But I'd like to be independent. I just get on with it, I guess. Just try and. I mean, I suppose I could liquidize stuff and warm it up, so I could just. Okay, now. Always ends with me in terrible situations, doesn't it? Questions from animals. Humans ask me nice questions, don't they? About playing guitar and changing the world. Animals straight to losing fucking limbs. Aliens sticking their finger up my arse. Oh. Oh dear. I need a wee, that's another thing. That's probably because I drink too much. Rupert, here he comes. Rupert's a dog as well, just in case you didn't know. Right. What do you think it would be like during the pandemic if we didn't have the technology, such as mobile phones or laptops, as if it were the 80s? I love going back to the 80s in a pandemic. Yeah, no, it would be. I think you're going to say the 1700s or something. The 1980s, it would be worse. No, we got landlines. Yeah, you've got no internet. No, just got normal phones and going and standing outside people's houses and throwing stuff or letters. Yeah, it'd be a lot worse, wouldn't it? Be a lot. I mean, that has made the pandemic so much more bearable. Just shit like this. I know this is bollocks, but yeah, that's a good point, Rupert. It would be twice as bad, I'd say. Yeah. Leslie, can you choose a moment in history that you would have liked to have been part of or witnessed? Would you be tempted to change anything? No, you can't change anything because then the present gets all screwed up, doesn't it? It might be worse. So let's assume I can't. Let's assume I'm just watching something like a sort of ghost, but I'm there and I can see everything. I suppose I should say like amazing events. You know, like I don't know, Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech, or Gettysburg Address, or signing the Magna Carta, or but actually, I think I'd go back. I think I'd go back and see sort of pop culture things. Consider as I couldn't change anything. Just go back to sort of Top of the Pops in the sort of 70s and go up to the kids and go, right, watch him. Right. don't. Oh, I couldn't change anything, could I? I couldn't change anything. That's a tough one. Or you'd be tempted to go and see your family, or I don't know, spy on yourself at school. Can you do that? Oh, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. I think you'd end up doing something really local and personal and quite recent, you know, historically speaking. Yeah, I can't think of one. That's a good question, though, isn't it? Kermit, what sport would you play the longest in a televised game without anyone figuring out that you are not a professional athlete? Right, you mean if they get over how I look? If they get over the fact that I'm late 50s and fat? How could I fool them? And I suppose you don't mean darts. Although I'd be found out straight away with darts, wouldn't I? Because they're so good. So something that I could fool them. at if they couldn't see how old and far. Well, I suppose something I'm good at is tennis, but again, they'd see straight away, wouldn't they? Because the serve would just they'd go. That was a very that was a very slow serve for a professional tennis player. Oh, maybe something like again that I used to be good at and that people didn't know about much. So maybe I could fool people better at something like Olympic karate, right? But again, the other guy would have to be in on it. Otherwise, he'd just knock me out straight away, wouldn't he? I'm not good enough against him, but I could probably be good enough to make it look like I was good enough if he didn't decide to knock me out straight away. That's a good question as well, because it brings out what you think you might be good at as well. Oh dear. Last question, Bella. Would you rather spend your day? Bella's a whippet, by the way. Would you rather spend your day listening to constant fireworks, or go about your day having to avoid the vacuum cleaner that's always following you around? Oh, I wish they'd ban fireworks. It's not fun, is it? Who cares? It's the organised ones. Ooh, 3 seconds of just fucking explosions. And the pets, what's the point? And now it's not organised ones. They were going off last night. I could hear them at 1:30. So some fucking moron just letting off bangers still at 1:30. What's the fucking point? It scares dogs and cats. Ooh, stupid. I think the vacuum cleaner, that's in your house, isn't it? That's even scarier. I think I'd have to listen. No, constant fireworks would drive me fucking mental. Even if I was a dog or a human, I am a human. I'd choose the vacuum cleaner following me around. Better. Well, this has been particular bollocks, hasn't it? Started off with me slagging off all governments just because my gig was cancelled. So yeah, sorry about the. I can't do the talking bollocks live yet. We'll see what happens in December. My other warm up is going ahead on Tuesday before the lockdown, and then when I reschedule the other one, I'll give people a chance to who had tickets for the next one to get tickets again if they want. And these not even the real gigs, of course. These are just me trying out new stuff and updating it. But it's still a nice night out. Yeah, it's a pain in the arse this month. This is very UK centric. I'm sorry to anyone listening around the globe, but we've basically just gone into lockdown again, an emergency 1 month fucking lockdown, like the highest tier that you can be. Back to you can't go out and mix with people, bars or anything, for 1 month, and then we'll see. But what are you gonna do? Not go to the dentist, that's for fucking sure. Gum boil. Fucking gum boil. I'll say to some people, where are you from? Let me know where you're from. Where are you from in the world? You forgot Gunner. Did I? Oh no. Oh, are people heckling me now? Did Gunner... Oh, I've got to look for Gunner's question then. I thought I saw Gunner's question. This is ridiculous. There's the pandemic on. I'm worried about cancelling gigs. And now I've got fucking worried that I've left out a dog. Right. Oh, Gunner. Let me look him up. Let me look in his thing, see if he's... This is pathetic. George Clooney doesn't worry about shit like this. Has Gunner got a question? Oh, yeah. Right. This is what we were all worried about. This is what people were worried about. Right. This is Gunner's question. Is a dog. When you come to British Columbia next October, my gig, Vancouver, are you worried about Bigfoot? What would you do if you met a Sasquatch? Oh, Gunner, you idiot. I don't think I'd get along with him. I feel sorry for him because he was an underdog and sort of like hounded and sort of berated. And I mean, that is a minority, isn't it? A Sasquatch. He's got every right to feel alienated and persecuted and different. And people go, "Oh look, fucking take a picture of him. There's a Sasquatch." So I think I'd befriend him unless he was a twat. And I'd go, "Oh, fuck off, you're on your own." Then. There, I answered fucking Gunner's question. Right, I'm gonna go and drink some more wine. Thanks everyone. I'll do this. I'll keep doing this then through lockdown. Someone sponsor this. I've just the cancelled gigs, right? Someone sponsor this. Give me some fucking money. Oh dear. Oh, thanks everyone. Let's keep each other sane. Have a good week. See you Wednesday. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye everyone.